shows me that we are at the tip of the iceberg of opening up so many different aspects of our creativity, but that our initial work is to honor the creative and the imaginative, to not know, to not, as I was saying with Drummer Michael, to trust that the visionary experience is not rendering what comes to the eyes. It's not simply trying to translate what we feel on our best, most spiritual day, but truly that sense of not knowing, that willingness to dive into the mystery, and to understand that the questions we have to grapple with are the very questions that will transform us. What our purpose is to willingly move into the roots that we can never see. But once we move into the roots, we find ourselves nourished truly with a type of moisture of possibility that will never be there if we're simply reaching toward what we think we know. Because if anything about the creative and imaginative act is true, it is in reaching into and the willingness to surrender to what we don't know, the willingness to love when everyone thinks you're foolish to love, the willingness to say yes when everyone says, oh, no, it's yikes. When we are willing to do this, then we honor the very spirit of creativity and imagination, and that is not in our time, it's not our possession, it's not ours. We are it. In other words, if we honor it, we bring those very things out of ourselves and we create resonance for them. And I think, if anything, from this talk today, is really, I hope, to create a sense of resonance and a sense of intimacy and the worthiness of your own creative and imaginative journey. For some it's words, for some it's song, for some it's painting, for some it's planting gardens, for some it's raising children. Whatever it is that allows you to say, I am part of something magnificent. I am part of something unimaginable. I am part of a mystery that will blossom if I attend. And this mystery understands, yes, we are afraid. And yes, being difficult is damn hard. And we have to admit this to ourselves. It's not an easy journey. If it were, we would have figured it out long ago and we'd be done. But it's such a remarkable journey. And it's time to understand, as the ancients did, that we are a totem. We are our ancestors. And that we are not the outcome of the modern mind going, now we finally figured out nonsense. We haven't figured anything out. What we are is truly a variation on the theme of what it means to be human. Therefore, if we stand looking down into the layers of all time that have gone before us and all ways that are going on around us, we say, I am part of something that isn't in any one time, it isn't in any one age, but it's in me, in this time and in this age. My God, what a beautiful gift. What a thing to honor and revere. And I tell you, it is like the beloved, because if we say to her, or we say to him, I love you, I surrender to the possibility of this dream. The possibility of this dream leans towards us and says, I've only been waiting for a little gratitude, a little sense of worthiness. You stomp around saying, you're entitled because you're an old soul, you're this and you're that. I hear you talking about yourself all the time, but you don't talk about me, and you can talk with me in something as simple as thank you. The opportunity to be in this body, in this form, in this time. And that is truly life as art, and that will liberate the inner creator. So on that note, that's the end of my conversation, but I do want to ask if there are questions. I found with this DNA, the truth is we're creating footprints. And that's one of the things that I took from the American Transcendentalists, I took from Emerson, is that we are continually creating footprints. And therefore the footprint I'm trying to create, and I think a lot of us are trying to create, is we are ancient beings, all of us. We are ancient weavers. And we are the weavers who are beginning to take responsibility for ideas that liberate us, even if we feel like we're standing outside alone and people think we're mad. Well, it's time to be mad, because what's going on is crazy. So let's be a little mad, and let's hold on to the truth that we are creating community by our willingness to truly say yes, show up, let's talk, let's dream together, let's tell the stories that must be told. And I'll tell you, we're going to come up with a more beautiful, more loving, more true vision of what it means to be human. And in centuries to come, they'll look and they'll think, how is this not obvious always? But in the meantime, we are the feet on the ground. And I get from this conversation with eternity, it says you are the membrane connecting. You are so necessary. You absolutely create foundation for the qualities of mind and love and possibility to manifest and blossom. And if you get over it happening in your time, put aside your Messiah complex. It's got to be finished by the time I die. And say, what garden is ever finished by the time you die? It's just a season. So enjoy the cultivating of that garden and understand that you truly are the gardener of the garden you are growing with the questions you're asking and the dreams you're willing to take responsibility for. So thank you very, very much.